Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Na Angel, where are you?
Oh, I'm in judgment.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Or they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay. Bronzy is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president, I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder,
Kweku
okay, okay. Angel Dr. Kwesi Otin.
Kweku Otin.
Kweku Otin, okay, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na many information saying Crawford share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here,
oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Otin says, Captain, means me no praise God, I will leave. I come on me because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Otin.
Yes, that's right. It's Crawford friend who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4 Tata no Nina is because Yeseme Kasadodo. I'm saying
GRA4 Tata and so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying I then also ya catch and say me say seven. Nana Adom Dr. Baomiani Alancha Martini IGP. Omu Jimmy for. Now me say on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alancha Martin, Omu Jimmy for there. No. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. Conversation, of course, one or can say, and I'm so pressure into no. Send your point, Juma. Obepe say, Anka, being trimming hon kakra. Na, adienu mujua. Pressure na yede man on no bafoma. I'm so okay. If that's what is going to help you. Because I'm just one individual. Or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. Started the show. After the intro, Then he called, said, pressure samba biom.
Say now start it.
Mr. T show no.
You call it
5:30.
Anopa before, yes.
And no, I'm so okay. And we
At about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 how much you?
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in the Ofrel?
Dr. Kokoti.
On one kasa.
Seseng. Say in common you're born and run any idea no or can say can main train and then I'm saying no, you said let me work today. No, said sign communication net here now. When you call classes here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when he spoke to you?
And then I said, okay.
So did you go back after the news to
No, I
sign
did
off?
not. So the other team members had to continue and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Dixon, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor. So there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month and then after 1 month I resume. So they gave a date that's today, and then next month,
4th June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
according
public
to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes, yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopabofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing is CNO was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yekaya Dear as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van, police need team, you're born to only bulletproof. Police need them yekuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in any two or the shed door in chain say no was out to door name. It is say obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of car ni movie no as I say obi a door no. And so what to no. Na baby a wuti obi then obeti credit by the time I obet to no kra no. Then nipa na kum.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you guys are. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some sidearms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, When you're careful about the West IGP, because you had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
officers.
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, why are you careful? Obey the West IG. Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man pennyphobia, or penny for protection. A man will say you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keep him quiet. Now I'm sure innocent police officers. Yabubo mutu. They don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this fiber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was, it's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really want to paint a very beautiful picture that he is really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey and everyone crew. And I will say it again. Did
you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did.
So you showed videos?
I did. So
you have the videos?
I did.
And so the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not Swedro.
When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey ni Jaya, stop Ukromu. And I will say it again, Nanado. No, if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey nu Jaya, stop Ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there last time.
Kohechna?
Oh,
I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. One who said
the say, and penny force your bottom free. Yes. But then if you shall say, what if you? It's say
the presence, no, a policy work, a broad
answer. If you have a policy, and the policy out what they ban, say you are the bonia, not a big cost will baby, what tiny baby, will free. That's a policy, no, and then baby fufra. What is what I'm saying?
There be someone there, Obu Amai, Abino Obu mining na
Chebinkan.
Intino, so could die Chebi, dear Galamsey, no, Nessa were in Jai Kentin Chrono, Diana. Debbie, Yakocasa, Fernanaco Fado, were Jai, the Chrome, Debbie, Mamma, Jai, Kentin Chrono, then their Coswa.
In Suba, Debbie, in Suba, Copedi di Bube or Ghana, say at Chimqua or Num Brimu. Brimun I day. What will Brimun any? Once a day, say.
And Matthias said, but said
you see,
that's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you want near man getting Ketibi will we are here. Say a coso, not a bibo now. As I said, what should say? A yenim gracia cry.
And it's a now your presence and a 7 hour presence and a 7 hour feature beer. Never go and say, Kobe beer and Cabin,
and before. Soldier for no call other places, no. Nanka what they jai dada. One was said,
oh, dear, no, soldier for that's all small.
Paul, say, we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Not the corruption index, a woo crew 85%. Ubet me could no be and the crew dear, 2% one catch and corruption.
So the mini jurisdiction.
As women say, invite us a cocasa.
And so cocasa and just jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now or Ghana, and Ghana mine jurisdiction at the crow and a Kobe beer. In the Galamsey, and let's say 15 villages identify, 12 rivers identify. Yeah, policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chibis and be free hunting minion in time.
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we will fear. Not or how we will fear. If you know how no. As I said, you solve it if you know how no and them. But say ekoye te say e koso wo ba bia na ye mfa nidie e ma president ote akonwa so say waka say yenjai na ono awon a ewo ne krom no na say one of the newspapers they ba say enye Ghana from pobium na eye galamsey no eye mo free Guinea Malians and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one, and then the third one was on Ghana Yekaya Day. Let me read something.
Yekaya Day, and also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister na Dr. Baumia.
I mean, Kaya Day, sure.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020, prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance, Ghana. Okay.
Can I?
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt, as at the end of December 2020, stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion, 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of 149.83 billion, that's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
Yes, it tells
we call
you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, may one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on a sana. I had a jet to a tour. Nti na no she.
Sometimes some okay now Adom FM.
Na Adom FM. It do, baby, kura na management to me for catch was uja for and then they now no show. Them say Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time na 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every now it's 76. Then I said at that time, me kaya some Mahama bon.
Okay, say Mahama bon.
Because with GDP na what can we see we are seeing na bom we. Na say we see na ya troka say ya.
Man say ne modu kakra.
Ne modu. Then it is a sanity there. And the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say now catch and say ba wo mo besia. Yeah, Bobby say by heart said
by smart borrowings.
Wo Bobby say by heart. Me na now tell at a grassy one smart borrowing no ma de kono. Just say wo Bobby say by heart. That's the way to me Bobby say somebody ye wo mi. E wo Ghana ha banks e kan ko awode 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one born Mahama.
Sana kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now one say be a COVID-19 na be a baby sana. COVID-19 say na na say COVID ko for ba betina fie say workers ba betina fie na etua won
COVID.
We are mom to
but worker be na kwetena fie won yi wo madi no.
There be see you be edi.
No why?
Workers say COVID lockdown time. So
lockdown we be say even private sector nipa do kwetena fie.
Private sector dey mu yin crofo edi. Aban dey when you be.
Na say aban no taxes no yeja itua.
Taxes dey be why yeja itua.
Taxes anka say yitua ni na yeja itua.
A bit say petrol and cost road.
Check Ghana revenue. Na Debbie na say
Ghana revenue authority there no ma check ICOMS no. And this are at the
check it, Paul. Check it. Ma check petrol and cost road. Aya na say petrol and
cost road samre no.
Enti adin say Debbie ya afi bi say petrol cost road.
Debbie the American say COVID time no. You say we Ghana post akotena fie. Wotena fie cry betua oka yitua onka. wo fie no so
e bi ko na bi ba
lockdown de ne obia lockdown proper
lockdown dey say na lockdown
obia ko fie satan no wo fie na nsuo a wo betua ka no water utilities no so wakotena fie na yesen tua ka na ban se mentua utilities ntina maka na kosoro kakra ana captain making se me yedma o ECG a yesi Paul Adom watch yedma o ECG ko tena fie mpese oba yare covid aba yempese obi aba yare nti ko tena fie wakotena fie ne yetua o ebia 1000 cedis 1000 cedis yebesa de ama 1000 ede ma me de ma me a me yimu 200 tua water yesi water ne men ntua o de tena fie ne fa water ne free se sa ne mebe ma
won wa no mu use Ghana water nsu ne
omu use Ghana water nsu just a borehole for na
ono onye dey
I sound ono kwa na ono
you see Paul this is what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is that COVID no entity my debt in cost
and if we are not careful we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood and it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country, not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa, leadership in Africa, echoes is our own. Mark my words, the next 10 years of us, ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say,
people say, now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No,
what's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
And it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
Doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth and the lack of hope for the African youth, is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old, so no solution?
No, I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national conversation,
national
conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over and over
again.
And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well, every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth, I've done this for the youth. Where?
So the solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Senior. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stand before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't tell them Utumano. I voted for
Nana. So Utumano, there, you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. SSN ni pebiti asiyese. Enyese me time Paul. Into the mekana said, if I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul. Baby, I will quay.
A hard dream. Now, Captain, December, wako to Obama pay endorsing his first 4 years. May, also abon.
Ohene. Into me banning, me tell school fees and rap. Me tell school fees and rap. Na and then me baffy. Now, my mere catch him, so what for boy at the Abu TV with your own antimamenka.
Over can I marry a shot? Generally to me, then realization the buyout to me who
see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the female youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain. So we need to make sure our brains are functioning properly.
These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that and you stand by them and you are making...
I'll keep saying them.
But
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is it something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting...
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
incompetent.
What wrong?
Nichi say ontimi nya adwuma.
David.
Ontimi nya adwuma na dey ama no.
I don't know your brofu tree that woka no. If you are not clever, nichi say.
So when you're clever.
What wrong?
Nichi say ontimi.
When you're clever, what wrong? Obi oye incompetent no you're clever.
Is it saying no?
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Baumia,
I will never confront
them
Baumia
with this information. Listen, and the sort of...
Can I tell you something?
But I'm all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nanado.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you use your powers of advocacy. Some way advocate.
And I have said it
advocacy to do that
over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, say Ghana on my way. Ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania. Ebe mo manya ye ya. Se si ye metwenwo. Ye metwemi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no. Say ye sorry aban bia be na djuma. Not about Nanado's government. Not about the next government to come and come. It's about media then sorry. Say ade we enye. And the first thing we did,
the American media no sorry amu toot Trump no.
Ade ba ko ye ya. E boa ye ne say. First war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes,
rose in support.
Graphic led it, yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no?
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Bawumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water, okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you tell me, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you?
You said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nanado. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me kwa adwuma. Say yese me nsamra na me je pene se me kwa.
And then okay can dey okay be beautiful. O je pene se obekọ se ya.
Wo mo 30 days ne so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me je pene se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There be a program.
Program na me kwa dey na me Fabio was no me yato atwene.
There be only.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. be fala pass na your station no no. Me fifie 4 before 30. Na me call office.
Go for the dakwan.
And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Abroche in Uncle for homeless. And I'm saying, Abroche, quite home, port home.
But Abroche, I go for homeless one day.
I'm saying homeless, Abroche. Me cry me hubi. Me cry Abroche me homeless. But homeless, don't you know for two council?
There be only coats in the blankets, be I know that torn.
Homeless, no? Homeless, no? You can't hear you no.
I can't need a serious matter.
Homeless,
can you need only the very serious.
Homeless, no? I buy in general home.
I buy in general, so
you live in a country.
You
see, and maintain media no, as I say no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into who agree with this culture of silence here now of a son making ya?
Me dear, I buy money pebia and frame is seven come on to na man come on to more baby baby. And see, I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever, but my boss say, yeah, money pressure.
Say no one some making. Some say and yet direct and affairs at or say to see in nam quite be brave. So
Sam Jonah. Me say small boy bit radio so did Sam Jonah tell.
Almost why then?
Sure, I'm in sure there's Sam Jonah. Time a GEG for bar by him. Be president of Ghana. That time na Ghana yinano na ye gold na oboase hono na ye tour ye $121 million. GEG for picked him. And one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold for home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, say no dear. And the more na revenue ni cost no. Now also we share na woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be fair, na Ghana shares not tiako kra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye de na say 365.
The golden share na
13%.
The golden share na woman. Na we he.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esamba ya dan samba.
Asamba.
GEG for time. The media is quiet. Yakwakoto Saje for badge. So many must have for badge. Now, Adena
for badge energy generating
plant. Adea a yes square. Now you're 2 round hole.
Mekai Sasem.
Okay. Osaje for badge is more than $300 million. It's sitting in Western region and rotting.
Till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying, okay, and you know to say,
21st century, Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana. And you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
They enjoy say, stop for me what you say, and when you say, and look,
they deal with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard no. Arab Spring in Abeba.
We didn't say over 400 radio stations in Ghana. If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, "Yeniso na woka memeka sifa kan ka kwaku maleke ka we ka Kofi Adom ka na we ka na we Akosua Goba na hene ka peace na ye kwa." Who told you the government will not rise? Fix the country hereby. I didn't know about started church. It is because people are asking, and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
So the fourth test is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my essay, 30% a year.
Obisi media we are about my intima. Enka leader no. Anyway, Captain. About 11 upon home.
Okay.
Said the next 1 month we free. When my 1 week be.
Oh, maybe
they didn't come about development and.
Nasa hainche beba.
That's why as I'm kasi a okasha one for where obi anim a okasha ncha ba.
You see, I am home at you. Then I first say, Oba or then a back school, a single parent, or take chokodum, or te mamubi, or te teshi, or te makola, titini morim, none a ba every university. Assessor unye juma ye. Na akwala sambet na fie.
Yes, I heard.
Na yesan to aduane ma no so okwa asoro kra je oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that you say we are 35 years. Africa ya dream ya conform dodo. Paul. 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's all chance to be 35 years. That is one time the mama and the papa and fear do 15. Now
35 years are okay for him.
I am one newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I am one share.
There be me share.
Oh, Paul.
Many some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I am share.
I'm some people 35 years.
See, yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be you know? That Kolana we university no. But na no was be breeding. Fortunately for them, no more will be one year church secretaries.
I know we my soccer.
Was a secretary. Ada offering I'm make say no so for nyan kwan. Bo so like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there,
Charlie, why?
We will shake be or some in the Wesley girls for now.
And Paul.